Most garden tools feel like they were designed by someone who has never actually touched a patch of dirt. But this little spade is a refreshing change of pace. It is one of those rare finds that feels like an extension of the hand, rather than a clunky piece of hardware you have to wrestle with. The first thing that hits you is the weight. At half a kilogram, it is substantial enough to feel like it will last a lifetime, but light enough that you aren't going to be nursing a sore wrist after an hour of clearing out the flower beds. The ash wood handle has a nice, natural grain that feels warm and grippy, which is a massive upgrade over those cold, slippery plastic handles that seem to be everywhere these days. Now, the real magic happens when you actually put it to work. That pointed head is sharp. It is not just for show. It slices through dense, tangled perennial roots like a hot knife through butter. If you have ever tried to split a stubborn hosta or a clump of daylilies with a standard, flat-edged spade, you know the frustration of hacking away and damaging the plant in the process. This thing just glides through. It is precise, surgical almost, which makes the whole chore of dividing plants feel significantly less like manual labor and more like actual gardening. Because it is a midi-sized tool, it sits in this perfect middle ground. It is short enough that you can comfortably use it while kneeling on the ground without the handle poking you in the chest, yet it still provides enough leverage to pry up those deep-rooted plants that refuse to budge. It is also surprisingly handy for digging small, focused planting holes. You don't need to drag out a full-sized shovel just to tuck a few new bulbs or a small shrub into the border. If there is a downside, it is that the handle length is fixed. If you are particularly tall, you might find yourself wishing for just a few more inches of reach when you are standing up, but that is really the trade-off for having something this maneuverable. It is not meant for digging trenches or moving mountains of soil, so don't expect it to replace your heavy-duty gear. But for the delicate, fiddly work that keeps a garden looking sharp, it is honestly hard to beat. It is simple, it is sturdy, and it does exactly what it claims to do without any unnecessary bells and whistles. For anyone who spends their weekends fussing over their borders, this is the kind of tool that makes the work feel a lot more rewarding.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.